So, TFNation of 2025 as an overall story, had a blast. Insane things happened there, insane things happened on the way there, and nothing happened on the way home. Like most things. So let's start from the very, very beginning. Of me waking up, getting in a car, and getting there. It was a long drive, it was like a 2-hour drive, 2.5 hours, because we stopped for food. Double egg McMuffin, underrated meal, really good. But then we got to the actual convention, and honestly, it was just a lot different than the last time, because last year, we went the Sunday. But this year, we went the Saturday. Because supposedly Saturday had better stuff, and judging by what I'm looking at right now, yeah, Saturday had the way better stuff. So, I'll probably put a photo up of last year's haul, around here. Just to keep that in mind, this was from an unprepared spectrum. I only got informed I was going to TFNation a week prior. This I'd known for a couple months, so this is what preparation versus getting dropped on you looks like. So anyway, back to the story. We got there, went walking, there was a massive queue. We got walking, walked by the Trader Halls, saw the early birds and it was insane looking. Then we kept walking, I got to the thing, what's it called? The main reception. We signed in. We went all the way to the back of the line, only to find that the line we eventually walked into the reception area to queue. Basic logic. But anyways, we were in the queue for about half an hour, because it was a while, which I thought it was boring. But there was one thing, keep in note, keep this knowledge in for later. There was a guy with his kid. He had 2 tubs filled with Transformers. So that's immediately thinking oh, he's going to the trade, or he's probably going to sell them there. There was one figure in the tubs I could see that I desperately wanted, but knew for a fact I didn't ask the guy because that's rude. So I didn't ask him, and I kept it for the back of my head. It's I'll have to find one of these in the actual hall. But anyway, time flew by, talked to people, in the hall we go. First thing we did there, we saw Lewin Metroplex, that 4-foot tall thing. Didn't buy it because it wasn't for sale, it was just standing there for the piece. A lot of you probably saw it. Took a photo next to it. Don't know if I'll show the photo. Probably not. But yeah, that was there. Now, the main thing on my mind is I was looking for blockies. I was looking for the Devastator bits because I knew they would be there. The Devastator bits coming later. But anyways, we went walking. We found Toy Food, everybody's favourite donation centre. They probably made a lot that day. And with that, Toy Food had a lot of stuff there. So, I got the things I wanted, I bought them there, and I kept walking. Walked around a bit, made a few purchases, the usual, yada, yada, yada. And then there were the basic stuff. You'd go around, I found this one table, which had something I was after, so I bought it. I broke a rule with that thing, because it was too gorgeous. You'll know what it is when you see it later on in the video. Stay tuned. And then I walked to another table, which was Toy Food but smaller, because this dude had a bunch of things scattered across the table, and then behind him was a table of old movie stuff. So that's immediately my jam and biscuits. So I went back there, picked the things I was after, bought them. Other things at the front, there was something in the tub at first. It's oh, it's not going to be accessories for this price. So I thought, okay, I'll keep that in mind. I was going to see if I could find anything else. So yeah, I bought the things. Eventually then kept wandering, where I found another guy. I don't quite remember what I bought next, but I think I did. I kept walking around again. We went to, eventually paths led me to a table with the thing I was actually going to buy, but complete for £20. It's obvious I bought the thing. But, keeping all around, there was one figure there that I think both me and the person I was with were after. And eventually, it was expensive there. If there were quite a few of them there, you might have an idea of what that was if you were there, but yeah. So yeah, we kept walking, and eventually we came across, who did we come across? I'm trying to remember the name. Oh yeah, In Demand. We came across In Demand, which by the way, Kapow Toys and In Demand were next to each other. Wasn't confusing at all. But yeah, In Demand was stacked. They had a lot of stuff going on in there. They had 2 tills, they had a whole wall of sealed stuff, a giant row of tubs in the front with bag stuff. Which you know me, I love rummaging through bagged stuff. So we went rummaging through. And there were 3 things in the tubs that I wanted. there was 3 things, one of which I did buy. One of which was really expensive, but I did fight it for got better for a later price, so I'm not going to mention it. And the third thing I didn't buy, because it was the only one there in the whole haul, and it was way too expensive. It was £45, and it was a Revenge of the Fallen lockdown. I know eBay prices are 50, but this is TFNation. That was insane. I left it. I heard. But yeah, bought. I was talking to a guy about what he was digging through. He found cool things. Yeah, he found some really awesome things. He bought it to buy them. I was like talking in the line. I went to buy them to the thingy. I might just swear what I bought. Probably didn't. But yeah, I went to buy the thing. You take it, and you will probably be surprised by this, but Toys R Us of all people was working the till at In Demand. So that was a surprise. I was like, oh, hello. It's like, oh, hello there, mate. Yeah, surprise. But anyway, kept walking. After a bit more walking around, we then stopped by thingy again. What are they called? Christ, what the hell are they called? Toy Food. I have a memory of a goldfish. Toy Food. They had another thing on the table, so I bought it because it was a tenner. Really good price for it. We then went back to that one guy I was talking about with the movie stuff, and he had 2 big tubs on the floor. Remember the tubs from earlier? Yes, these are those tubs. Like, no way, these tubs. And he's like, sorry, mate, these things aren't priced yet. And I said, well, there's one you can look through. He said, oh, man, he said you can look through them. It's like, yeah, but it's just one thing in particular we want to get from these tubs. And I showed what I wanted to buy. He said, I do it for 20. And then I think I do it for 25, I think he said. Either that or 20. But then I pulled out the stops and said I'd do it for like a 5 or less. And he said yes, and I bought it. So I'm really happy. You'll see what that is in a minute. Kept walking. We were eventually like wondering, where's Blockies? We want to buy some Blockies because it's Blockies after all. They're the goats. Eventually, after a bunch of walking, we found them. It's like on the way over there. We both just like we saw there was a thing on the table which if you know me, there's gonna be one thing that I would be after, and they surprisingly had it. And then an intercom went off, a massive intercom. Now, and the intercom went off earlier, like half hour earlier, but it went off again. It's like, you have 5 minutes to buy the bits for Lucky's Devastator. And yeah, we went there as fast as we could to the other thing. It was like it wasn't at the actual Blocky store. It was at the Battersea store outside. Weird place for it, but it works. So eventually bought Devastator. He'll be arriving in October, so there won't be much from the Defenders for a while, sadly. But yeah, I'm leaking that now. I did get the Devastator bits. So yeah, what else is there? We went inside. We went back inside looking around. And there were 2 things on the table. Well, we went to, surprisingly, for some reason, I'll tell this right now. This won't spoil much because there's thousands of them. There was a Gundam shop there. They were everywhere. Like, apparently they were there last year, but I wasn't in the Gundam, so I didn't notice them. This year, my word, were they everywhere. And they had a kit that I've been after for ages there. Well, not ages, like a month out for now. We only came out like a while ago. But I've been after it, and I bought it for like an insane price. I'll tell you now, it was like £19 compared to the 25 retail. It was nuts. But yeah, we kept walking, went back to in Toy Food, where they had another thing. Like, me and the person I was there with was like, oh, yo, this is actually really, really cool. I was like, yeah, me too. I'm actually going to ask about it. It was 20 quid. Steal. So I bought it. And then the person I went on took a break and keeping it. I, for some reason, trying another thing because like I'm not going to be like, oh my god, this was who I was with. And give away who I was because I'm trying to keep that anonymous. There's only one person who knows what I actually look like as of now, and I'll talk about them in a minute. So, in basic sense, we went walking around. I walked back to that one table where I bought the thing in the tub with the 3 movie guys, where I found another thing there for 20 quid. And eventually, well, prices were struggling. I bought it. I didn't care. I really wanted it, so I bought it. And yeah, kept walking. Was going to probably head back around to Toy Food a bit to see if they had anything at the earlier points, because I kind of skipped the earlier points, went straight to the movie stuff. Someone tapped me on the shoulder. Now the Prowler theme started playing in my head when I say that. Just look. And in basic sense, I turned around, they started questioning me. I answered the questions as carefully as I could. I said, okay, I'll be... They asked, like, the basic question. I did then answer the question. They stated their username on YouTube, and oh my god, Elite Magnus was there. You don't know who the hell he is. You probably don't. He's a very... You most likely will not, but he is a very, very talented stop motion creator. He's he's got a bit more subscribers than me. He's been on the platform longer. But still, the fact we got to meet up, it was insane. I've got a photo. It's probably edited to block our faces because I'm not leaking the guy's face. That's just rude. But yeah, it was really nice to meet him. I feel like I stumbled everything up when I met him because it kind of startled me. But yeah, it was nice to meet him. And I hope to meet him again next year. What else was there? So yeah, we went our separate ways. I walked to a table and naturally investigated because somehow I didn't investigate the entire thing yet. Went there, saw a thing in the bag. At this point in time, the person I was with found me, so I go back up. They went out earlier and like stored things away. So yeah, bought another thing for £8. You'll know exactly what it is when I say what it is. And then we went walking again, and there was, what was it? We went back to Toy Food like I intended, and there was one thing on that table that I was debating earlier, and I did buy it. And I'm not being rude to Toy Food, they know what they're doing most of the times. For some guy, he was there was like Tigertron on the table with it was either horrendously yellowed because the green had gone pure green, the arms had gone pure yellow. Thing looks like it looked like a prototype. It was horribly yellow. It looked like a prototype. I was like, what the hell is this? They're like, oh, this 30-year-old toy thing. Keep in mind, this was a Kingdom Tigertron, and it was apparently 30 years old. Did you go back? Did you go forward in time to buy it and then come back in time with it? What? I wasn't gonna be rude to the guys. It's Toy Food. They're nice people. I bought nothing off them because like they're nice. And then before we left, we were walking around again. We walked past this one store. We'd earlier decided that this thing that we really wanted, we didn't end up getting. And then we walked by another store. It was complete in a little tub for like 65. Okay, grabbed it. And then finally, we left. Drive home was nothing in particular. We stopped at the services again. We got home. And here I am yapping to you lot. So, I had a pretty good time. It was a surprise, I'll tell you what the hell now. Like, the deductive reasoning on most of it, like, supposedly Elite Magnus found out it was me by my hair, which makes sense. You could barely see my hair at the bottom of my helmet. Don't keep that in mind when watching this next bit. But what did I end up buying, you may wonder? Well then, let's cut to the whole part, the part you most care for. Skibberday. So, with a convention, the main thing you're doing is spending. I highly recommend anyone went to the panel rooms. They're too busy buying things they've been after. You could see one. So, in no particular order, I guess it's a good start. You finally found one. eBay sucks. I found this for 20 quid complete. Suck it, eBay. Yeah, I actually really like him. Only like I haven't had much mess with him, but what I've messed with, he's really fun. Better put it on the floor actually. Remember, no order. And I don't know if I mentioned it in the actual things, I haven't recorded it yet. I had a budget of around 400, keep that in mind. So what else did I buy? What's a good idea? C6 gun, been after him for a while as well. Complete with the manual, £15, that's actually pretty good honestly. Whew, we just warm up here. Anyway. But SS Bone Crusher, 20 quid as well, in demand. Just ran me in a bucket for 20 quid. And that's the price is on actually. Yeah, there it is. Look, see, it's actually like 20 quid, but in demand. Could barely make it out, but it is in demand. Right then, what else to say? Oh yeah, here we go. This is a good one. Generation Skullgrin. Oh hell yeah, this was an amazing fight. I haven't messed with him yet. Everything in the plastic you've just seen has not been messed with yet. I hope his legs aren't loose and I hope his feet aren't loose, because that's the situation my Strax has. They both got loose feet and loose legs. Hopefully his legs are tight. They should be. They look like they're being kept in really good condition. So we'll see how he holds up when we mess with him. What else did I buy? Well, this wasn't actually Transformers, but they had Gundam there, so I bought this. Really cool. Can't wait to build that. Surprisingly, only 3 days after it was actually like showed off, Blocky's just had Tyrant Fury. Bruh. I haven't even done the third one yet because Devastator's not out yet, so it's gonna be a while before we see these guys. And oh yeah, I did get the Devastator bits from there. It's just they're shipping in October. It was a weird situation. What else was there? Yeah, that's the one. G1 Superion. Everything is in there. every bit, even though I didn't care if the helmet was missing because I had a helmet over there for some reason. But he does have a helmet. You can see it right there. £65. There's like Bruticus and other ones there, but like my mainly one superior on. So who else we got? Ooh, Steelbane. Not as bad as people said he'd be. Apparently he's bad, but he's really good. I love his ideas. That, and he reminds me of the Bread Boys, so I would probably make a skit on that at some point. No, father, I am not doing things with anime people. Sunspot. This one's complete. A bit pricey. It was 20 quid. But I really wanted this mold. I saw it last year and I didn't get it arrogantly, but luckily for me they had one there. I love this thing. I love this mold. So, and for the same price of Sunspot, price to stay in one piece. Legacy Laser Prime. Ideas. So required an idea requires this, and it's actually a pretty good figure, so I'm not mad. I wanted it anyway, so what next? I'll do that. This is a Gamer Edition Deluxe Soundwave. It's the Dakara version apparently, because it's shiny as hell. I don't care, I did want this figure, and I think it's not that bad with a shine. Bit weirdly placed, but I'm fine with it, it's cool. Lush figure as well. What else was there? Due to me having the pink version, Shop Saw, and him being crap, because his arms are busted up, and he's got like they're so badly kept that if you move them, then one of the arms will going to shear off, so, Water Brimstone. Technically it's different, but it is still the mold, and I can find, like, I'm moving the arms, and it will not snap off. I can finally experience the mold, and it's amazing. Dream come true. Now, right there, anything else? Let's think of one. First thing I grabbed, the T30 Dreadwing. He has Toy Hacks labels on him, which I didn't realise, like, because he's some of the review. Mate, I love him. He works so well, and he was like 25, which is like 15 plus 10 for the Toy Hacks labels, probably. That's a fair price. No, on eBay, he would have been around 80, to give or take. I got 4 back as well. I like the broken mold with the legs keep popping off, and this one, luckily, these are way tighter of the legs. And he has the guns this time. I just don't like his eyes. They've got like, they're not painted, so they're just clear, and they got like the weird clear, so I probably prefer this version over the old version because the legs will stay on. It was £8 and I wanted to experience it. Give me a break. I have it now, at least. He's not horrible, he's just weird. This is one. Prime Rumble. Ooh, he looks nice. He's got a broken thumb. Which one is this? This one. Thumb broke off here, no accessories, but I'm glad to have him. They had the car version there, but I don't like the look of the car version, so I just pulled this one. Let's hope this all actually sounds good. This is a good thing. This is the deck of the mold I went after. I love this deck over the Prime mold. I wouldn't mind Master still, but I'm happy with this version because like he just looks amazing. He's actually not as bad as people expect him to be because like Master in the background. And then it's like, and in this nice window, like I own this now. This arm pops off, which I hate when bouldrings pop off. But he's not bad. He's just down here is not that good. Up here is fine. That's basically my Revenge of the Fallen Voyager Mixmaster. They had a ton of these there across the field, and eventually at some point I thought he looks nice, I'm gonna buy him. And I bought him. He's complete. Luckily the one I grabbed was complete. I'm totally for £20. So he's not as bad. He's just weird to work with. If you know how to work with them like me, then you'll be fine. What else we got going on? Oh, that's the sad one. Revenge of the Fallen Payload. I love him so much. He looks so cool. But when I go home, the wheel broke off. It's clear plastic. Come on, show. It's clear plastic. Why is it clear plastic on a hinge? He was so cool. He still functions fine, but oh god, the alt mode, the alt mode. Pain. Anyways, 2 things left. Another sad one. SS Shockwave for a tenner. Now I was informed the only thing he was missing was the cable and the blade. Seems fair for a turner, but no. He's missing the face guard and the back boosters as well. Kane, he looks good. He still whips his figure, so... It was a 10, I guess I have to live my doubt. The last thing. The coolest thing of the lot. For a pretty good price. I broke a rule of mine with this. Because my main rule is I only collect MPM. Nothing G1 Masterpiece, but... I'm sorry, this just looked too good to leave behind. This is a knockoff of the Robot Paradise Soundwave. Oh my god, he's gorgeous. I had to get him. He's gorgeous. And stand there. And he had the cassettes. He has Rumble and Laserbeak and like, no, it's not Rumble, this is Frenzy. Frenzy is the red one. Ravage and Laserbeak are fine. I don't like him. But yeah, that's basically everything. Yeah. And that, my dear viewers, is everything. Now, I know you've been looking at a duck for most of this, so it's been a probably boring video. It probably would have been better if you had your eyes closed, in all honesty. But... yeah, I hope you liked it. Again, this is like a duch. I didn't end up filming a lot of it because I didn't want to be the guy walking around with the camera. That's just like it's annoying in senses, but yeah, it happens. It happens. What do you think? Do you think TFNation's fun? Do you think the hole's missing something? Do you think I need to save my money and actually move out of my house? Let me know. But as it stands, I'm happy I had a good TFNation this year. And hopefully, I seriously can't talk. Hopefully, I'll be at the 2026 one. But again, nothing's confirmed yet. No tickets have come up yet. But hey, probably will be there. Anyways, have a nice day and make sure to, what's the word? Oh yeah, shower.